Travel sketching in Scotland, day 7, Callander. This was our last day in the Trossachs, so we drove to Callander and parked at the Crags car park. And from there we walked up to the waterfall car park, which takes you up to Bracklin Falls, which is where this sketch was done. We scrambled onto the rocks and I sketched the bridge, which I think is called the Butterfly Bridge. We also had lunch there, and so because we'd spent quite a lot of time there, it kind of occurred to me that people were coming and going and coming and having a look at the rocks and going just so fleetingly that because we'd stayed there for quite a while, we absorbed the atmosphere and the scenery. And I think that's one of the things that I like about sketching, is that you actually take the time to be in the landscape and listen to the sounds. The water was crashing through the rocks, so that was like a constant sound, and I just think it kind of gets into you more when you spend the time. So when I'd finished, we carried on and walked across the bridge, walked through some woodland and into a spruce forest which opened up onto the mountains, which is an absolutely fabulous view. We went down a big wide road and then turned up a track that I'd noticed was signposted Crags. So we scrambled over the stone and the heather with the stunning views of the mountains, and I felt like I needed to do another sketch, so sat on a rock and sketched this one. And different colours, I wanted to see the different colours in the landscape, so that's why there's like the pinks and the purples in there rather than just all being green. And this is something that I want to explore, is seeing different colours in the landscape, just to make it a little bit more different. So when I'd finished, we descended through woodland and down into the car park. We drove down into Callander and ate out at a lovely pub, and as we were driving back along Lochard going back to the apartment, it just looked absolutely gorgeous in the evening sun. So it was just a perfect way to end our holiday. But it wasn't quite the end, because we managed to squeeze in another visit the day after on the way home. Don't forget to watch day 8 to catch where we visited and what sketch I did.